All right, here we go. Assignment 3. So this is where you're going to research and share on a music education founder and create, teach, and reflect on a music lesson. So there's kind of two parts to this, but two different parts. So part A is you're going to research and share on a music education founder. So basically, in the 20th century, there have been significant thinkers in the areas of music education. These thinkers have had enormous impact on elementary arts education. So I want you to know a little bit about these thinkers. So I want you to create a maximum 2 to 3 minute video of the philosophical and pedagogical contributions of one of the following founders. So only one of these guys. You only have to do one 2 to 3 minute video. Utilize the resources at the end of this document. So hang on, I'm just going to go there right now so you know where these are. So here they are, founders' resources. You do not have to use any links in this resource. You can find your own information, but it's not required. Basically, I've given you all of the links that I want you to go to, and you are just going in there, finding out about these dudes, and creating a little video about it. Videos should be you explaining the thinker's philosophical and pedagogical contribution. So it's basically, it can be a talking head. You can just click on your video recorder on your phone and just be a talking head and talking about Karl Orff and how amazing his philosophy of sound before sight is, and how it's all about play, that kind of thing. So that doesn't have to be fancy. It can just be you talking about this philosopher. You can include a brief demonstration of the concepts, but not required. Okay, so if you want to actually show you playing a certain rhythm or an instrument or dancing, you can certainly do that, but it doesn't have to be. It can just be you explaining. I want you to upload your video to YouTube and show this video to your teaching partner at the end of your lesson. So you're going to actually show it, and then the assessment will be video, complete and accurate account of philosophy and pedagogy founder, uploaded to YouTube, and link shared with me on Blackboard assignment 3. That's going to be 5%. So it's basically, I just want you to kind of get in, do a quick summary, and then you're going to include the concepts that you learned from that philosopher, that founder, you're going to then incorporate in the creation, teaching, and reflection on a music lesson. So again, daily lesson plans in elementary arts education are integral and important as they list outcomes, methodologies, activities, differentiation, and resources. So using the good old MHC lesson plan template and the ideas discovered from your founder, so now you're going to actually put those ideas into practice. I want you to create a 15-minute music lesson relevant to concepts and skills of your practicum grade. Okay. However, it's always tricky when you are planning for a practicum grade, but teaching to your university partner. So this is what I want you to do. Plan lesson to teach your partner at a university pace. You may be able to teach this in your practicum, but focus the planning on how you would teach your colleague a musical concept and skill. Okay, so, and I'll get into some specifics a little bit later on. Any topic from the Alberta Music Program states is acceptable, just this once. You do not have to fill in the how do I differentiate for all learners or accommodation section, because I'm wanting you to really focus on planning this for your colleague, for your university colleague. Remember, when filling in the lesson plan analysis section at the end, that what you are writing there is actually in your lesson plan. So again, if it's not in your lesson plan, don't put it in there. It makes us angry. Do not skip any of these sections in your plan. If it's not written in your lesson plan, you cannot list it here, okay? Then you're going to teach your lesson to one of your colleagues. So be a teacher. Bring all the materials needed. Do not explain the lesson plan, but actually teach the lesson plan as if you are teaching your class. Do not incorporate techniques in your plan that you cannot utilize with only one person. So don't plan for 3 rounds of think, pair, share. There's nothing wrong with doing 3 rounds of think, pair, share in your practicum, but for this lesson, it doesn't work. Okay, so just really focus on what are you going to plan for this one person. Then you're going to fill in the reflection, revision section, and evaluate your lesson. Include what you would have to think about if teaching this concept to your practicum class. Fill in the reflection after you've taught the lesson. So the lesson plan with autocard sections complete is worth 12%, and then there's a little peer evaluation using 2 stars and a wish, which is 3%, and that will give you a total of 15% for that section. Again, submit to Blackboard assignment 3. This can be one or different documents. You can upload several different documents. Please upload your video link to the founder, your lesson plan with reflection completed, and 2 stars and a wish scan or picture. You can just take a picture and snap it to me. Okay, so this is these are the founder's resources. You don't have to go farther than this. I'm happy with you just using these resources. Okay, this is the peer evaluation form. I will print these out for you. Just wanted you to see the peer evaluation form. Sometimes this throws people off. You don't have to print your own out. Okay. Let's have a look, and I'll go through this a little bit in, excuse me, in class with you. Oh, I have to shrink this a little bit. Hang on. There we go. Oh, it's not going to shrink. I'm just going to have to move it around. Okay, so when you're filling out a lesson plan, this is my lesson plan complete. So this is very, very complete. It's got everything written out. Okay. Got my outcomes for my verbatim from my program of studies. I have really specific how will I know they've achieved the learning outcome. I have a hook for them. I've written out lots of information for myself so that I can actually do this lesson. This lesson plan exemplar is in Blackboard, so you can have a look at that. Now what I'm going to do is show you the Lesson Plan Express, because this is what I talked about for your practicum. Okay, so you can see it's just a little less wordy because I know what I mean by I want to echo clap at measure 46. So when I'm actually teaching this is what I would actually write for myself, so that I just have enough here just to make sure that I am doing everything. So you can see for the spots that I need more instruction for myself, I'm going to add some more in there, but it's just not as wordy, and I don't have to write everything out because I know what echo clapping means. I know what singing call and response means. Okay? But at the beginning, if I don't know, then I want to write that out. And finally, just use this. I've put it up on the under assignment 3, just use the good old MHC lesson plan template. I did gray out these 2 areas. You do not have to fill those gray areas in for this, just this once, but do fill in all the rest of it. And I'll talk about the fundamentals code, similar to how I set up the ELA lesson plan. I want you to be thinking about those fundamentals every time you teach a music lesson. Okay, hope that helps. Take care.